22.40 seconds. Congratulations to Erin Barr, your gold medalist for the under-17 girls, 1,500 meters. Medal ceremony for the women's open triple jump. The medals will be presented by the Minister of State for Education, Mr. Zane Lightbourne.
That's ongoing as well.
Receiving the bronze medal, representing Columbus Isles, the Arawaks, Ariana Gomez.
Ariana Gomez, let's see. They didn't tell us or say what.
They did females triple jump?
Didn't say exactly what the. They were done on the 17 triple jump yesterday. So this is track events. Track events. Let's see if we can get that, find it. Let's see. Okay, these are the girls triple jump, under 17 girls triple jump.
Receiving the bronze medal, the silver medal, representing Exuma, the Navigators, April Adderley.
Okay, this is the women's open triple jump.
Okay. They look quite young.
And the gold medalist, representing Andros, the Chickcharnies, with the best jump of 12.54 meters, Tamara Myers. Up next, medal ceremony for the under-17 girls, long jump.
Medal ceremony.
Receiving the bronze medal,
long jump.
Insufficient kids.
Representing Andros Island, the Chickcharnies, Aaliyah Evans. And the gold medalist with the best jump of 5.20 meters, representing Grand Bahama, the Lucayans, Phoebe Thompson. Congratulations to the under-17 girls, long jumpers.
Zane Lightbourne come assisting there with the
on the runway. That's Taiwan Palmer asking for your assistance.
And, still going on is the men's triple jump.
And they're starting to warm up for the men's. That's open shot put.
Yep, the men's open shot put should be coming up shortly. Yep, I think they've also reported as well, so they should be competing in just a moment. The listing for them is some 18 athletes, so we're going to have to pick, choose, and refuse how we get through that.
That's a huge field.
A very huge field.
And normally anything over 9 is supposed to be additional 3 throws.
Okay. And here we are with 18. And so the rules have been broken from yesterday. And so it's now just a matter of being able to continue in that vein. And there is Jonathan Rogers.
This should be his last attempt,
okay.
Right?
Yeah. I believe he would have fouled the
first
previous
or second. Because he was looking at the video.
There you go, and to seeing exactly how far over he was. They've also changed the board, the saline.
He himself is asking for the crowd.
There you go.
Like I say, he's a gutsy individual.
Let's see if he can put something together here.
He doesn't bow easily. Good speed. Oh,
Hey,
wow.
very good jump.
He's fouled?
Let's see if it's legal.
Doesn't look so.
No. No, he fouled. Wow. Boy, that was a very good jump, but not a legal jump. And so he will have to go with just the first one, which was basically just a chop to the board and took off. And
what they call it, the safe jump?
That was it, the safe jump. And so there he is again, taking a look, and they can show him exactly that he did hit the saline. There you go. So it's not a legal jump.
Yeah.
And I think what also is throwing us off is the fact that they had the blue material in the front rather than white or something, or a different color. That's what looking the same color as the track, as a surface. That kind of throws us off there. And there you go. So let's see the next jumper. See who we have coming out.
It should be the anonymous kid, eh?
Should be. From Bimini. And I think he's arguing the point. Y'all only give me 3 jumps and I finished. So that's going to be another one there.
On the runway, asking for your assistance at the triple jump.
Yep.
To stand out.
Mr. Anonymous.
Clap. Also, the following relay team.
Looking down again.
That's the 4x100 relay opening.
Okay, let's see.
Columbus Island.
Okay,
yeah, this one they will mark. It's a legal jump. Bimini to Berry Islands.
So he has to go back to the drawing board and find his run-up, his mark, where he can hit a legal jump without looking down.
Looking down at it and making sure that he's been able to do so, because once you look down, your momentum is actually stopped, which you must do so, whereas you need to look ahead and then bring those knees up and take them into the pit. So now they'll swap them again.
Is that rain?
Not yet. I don't think so. Yep.
So showers are down.
Yep. We do have showers of blessings here.
Yes.
We've been informed that this is supposed to be a passing shower, but they've been passing showers over New Providence all day.
Well, yeah,
because
I think we needed that
west
to cool some of this weather down.
It was in the west where it was raining earlier this morning, a very heavy shower, and then late this afternoon we had a shower here at the track. When we came in and had a shower, and here we are now getting just a tad little bit.
So triple jump is done.
That's it.
Wow. So we have another triple jump is about to start later, right?
Yeah, the under 17 boys. Yeah.
And that's 5 competitors.
Five athletes, and so that's it for about 10 minutes or so. So we are a little backed up in regards to events. Still waiting for the hurdle, so they are on the track. So coming up also will be the hurdle events, and that's going to be the under 17 girls. They will run the hurdles and move on from there. So in the point scenario, we can say that New Providence is 301 compared to Grand Bahama 167. Andros has 160 points. Columbus Isles with 132. With 85 points is Exuma. Eleuthera with 85. Long Island has 77 points. And there's Abaco with 73. And then the Berry Islands and Mical will follow in that order. So that's the point system. And the medals count thus far has New Providence with 13 gold, 8 silver, and 10 bronze. And so they're the jumpers. And now they got the shot put. And welcome to our viewers. This is the second day of track and field competition here at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. This is the shot put event that's now going to be coming away. This will be the men shot put. And this is Carrington Maycock, who is here with me as well. So he's here with me, and both he and I like they say in the back of the act, we've been raising hell.
Yeah.
We've been raising pure hell because our athletes have been shortchanged, and it hurts me, and then in more ways than one, it irks me because the athletes in the field events, which is his specialty in terms of whatever, is that they're only given 3 throws. So we saw earlier the girls' javelin. The competitors came out 3 throws, and it was over in 15 minutes. We have seen the boys under 17 shot. We had 7 athletes in there. They had their 3 throws. That was done in 15 minutes. And then just a minute ago, we seen the triple jump for open men with only 4 competitors in that. And that's over, where we should have had at least 6 throws. And so for you, this 3 throws is not what you would like to have seen.
No, and especially when you have kids and the different islands travel so far, just off 3 throws. And what happened if you foul 3 or you foul 2, and then you only have 1 good throw? It's not good for, like I said, for their morale, and it's a waste of money to me. I'll be very honest with you.
Okay, so it isn't sitting well. And for the track events as well, they have now gone to a timed finals scenario. I understand that they put everything in the afternoon session because of the heat concerns that we've been having. Yes. But in the field events, where the throwers and jumpers have to go through a process where they have to really gear up and get into what they're doing, they are being relatively shortchanged. And so we humbly apologize to our athletes who have come from way down south to compete and represent their islands and not being able to do so. And in a track meet, the nationals, they were given 6, and here we are at the Bahamas Games. And so we're going there from there. Okay, so we have Jay Philippe standing by, trying to get some questions as to the diminished field events in terms of throws. Maybe he can get an answer for you. Jay?
I wish I had an answer for you, Ricardo, but I'm joined by Val Kemp, who's the president of the BACO officials. Now, I just found out Val has been involved in track and field for over 40 years. She's been here from the inception of the Bahama Games. So, Val, so far, what have you been seeing as far as officiating with BACO at Bahama Games so far?
So far, it's going well. We haven't had any major infractions. No, we had little concerns here or there, but nothing to talk about. No protest.
As far as the weather right now, the rain is coming down. How do you guys decide when it's a stop for the events, or do you decide to continue on?
Well, we are all equipped with raincoats. We made sure everybody had one. But if the lightning starts, the persons at the sports center, they would come out and they would stop the meet. Only for lightning. We have to work in the rain, and the athletes, they have to continue participating.
Now, a lot of amateur athletes are competing at the Bahama Games. Is the officiating somewhat condensed, or is it continued to held at a high standard in order for athletes to participate and have a good time?
Yes, we had to make an adjustment at the triple jump because some people were not making the pit. So we do cater to, the talent that we have, because we want to encourage them. So we do make adjustments if we have to, but we don't try and water down the event just for that. No, we try to keep it at a high standard.
You would have mentioned you would have been one of the founding persons as far as the Bahama Games. What have you been seeing thus far at the Bahama Games? I know it's been 22 years since the Games has been held here in the nation's capital. What's your input so far?
My input for this Bahamas Games compared to the other one, I don't think this one is as hyped as the first ones. I don't know what the problem is, but this one is not as exciting as the first ones that we would have had.
So how do we go about ensuring that moving forward in years to come, we can build a greater anticipation or an excitement, like you would have mentioned, to be able to hold these games at a high standard?
I think we need to make sure that the publicity and the people are aware of it. But a lot of people just hear Bahamas Games. They don't even know what's going on when and where. So I don't think we had enough advertisement. And the kind of advertisement, they have to remember that you have to do it for all ages. So some people like to see, some people like technology, some people don't. So the variety is best.
There you go at camp, an official that's been around Bahamas Games from its inception. Back to you, Maycock and Ricardo.
Hey, boy, she said a mouthful in regards to the games and how we've been able to see some things happen. We have still coming up now. This is the men's shot put, and they got 18 competitors, and they will be able to throw and get 3 throws each, and then that's going to be it. Val made a very good point. They don't want to water down the competition, but how much more water you need to water down when you're only giving the athletes 3 throws and to go from there. And so that in itself has not been exactly, something that is going that way. And then 2, we do apologize to our viewing audience and the fact that we're trying to get the distances that the athletes are throwing, and so you're just as bad as we are in trying to find out what's going on. This is Bradley Cooper, who throws the shot, and so we've been able to get them for you because this is not the Carifta Games, and so they didn't bring out the apparatus to tell us what the distance is, and so we don't know, and we won't know until the event is completed. That's because we can't see the apparatus to tell you the distances that these athletes are jumping or that they are throwing, and so we are at disadvantage, and we do humbly apologize for that. The athlete here is
Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah. Powerful kid.
There you go.
Yeah. He was at Cowley University, just signed with another a 4-year university.
Ah, great.
Yeah. So
great. So he can see some good things from him moving forward then.
Yes, very much so.
Absolutely. We're also joined by Rupert Gardner, who's also with us here this afternoon for the running aspect in itself. And so for Mr. Gardner, he has his hands full. All right. He has his hands full, so we'll see how he's able to deal with it. Let's see if we can get a number here. Oh, boy. This kid almost dislocated a finger.
Yes, but he's still a junior. But when you throw open, you now deal with the men's implements. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking that implement is a little too big for him at this stage.
Right, because it is a heavier instrument as well, and so we're still trying to get them in order. And so now the athletes do come out. See if we can get
what's his number?
We're trying to see now if we can get a number here.
Oh, this is an awkward stance.
And so,
okay, you just corrected.
There you
go. He must have heard you. Yeah, I probably did.
Okay.
And there you go. Like I told you before, a lot of them, they throw the shot in the ground.
Let's just throw it out there. And,
Bradley, 22:45.
22:45, and so
that's Christian DeVoe.
Okay,
yeah,
there
Mike
you go. From Michael. So they are not in order, so they are jumbled up. And so as they do come to the throwing area, we're going to do our best in order to get an indication as to the athletes and to identify them so that you'll know exactly what they're doing. And as far as the throws, we cannot give you a distance, and he
has no number either.
No number, so call him random.
Yeah.
Random athlete.
So he should have been Jonathan McLean from Long Island if they're going in this order.
If they're going in order.
Yeah.
All right, you want to hope so. And this should be the next throws from the B from Bimini to Berry Islands. That should be Jason. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's the order that they're using right now. So Jason McGorley.
So it's more like a shuffle then. Yep.
There you go. And that one is legal.
Yeah, that's around 8 meters.
He's able to
it's a pretty tall kid. Look like a basketball player.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Everybody in Bimini wants to play basketball. Man.
Yep.
Everyone in Bimini. And that's been something that they have been doing for years as far as down there.
And this is Mr. Ken Mullings, a national record holder in the decathlon.
Just ran over from the triple jump.
Yeah.
Pole vault. He was pole vaulting.
He was pole vaulting as well?
Yes.
So he's doing 3 events in the last 30 minutes.
Yeah. He's been running up and down and doing everything and going from there, competing for Long Island.
And he's a left-handed thrower.
Yeah, let's see what he does here. It's getting a lot of attention. Everyone's watching.
No, nice.
There you go. That one's out there.
Yeah, a little too early on the release. So he needs to either get his block around or change up his stance somewhat to get in the middle of the circle.
Your next thrower is supposed to be Latrell Clark from Exuma.
Yeah. He just graduated high school. He's a big kid.
There you go.
Yeah, I was trying to get him to move to Nassau some years ago. He was at my camp.
There you go.
Yeah, we used to call him Mr. Exuma.
Boy, he's got some size on him.
Yes. He's going to UB.
That you can work with him.
Yes.
Okay, so you'll get some opportunity to work with him and be able to get him all sorted out, because I've seen where there has been a number of throwing camps here in New Providence, and so hopefully they will be relatively beneficial for the young people to take part of the Mario Forbes.
So we'll have one. We'll have one in December at Queens College throwing camp.
There you go. That's Mr. Forbes.
It's Exuma as well.
Yeah, he's not going to take any time at this one.
Now the shot put is in the wrong place. It should be on his neck.
Okay, he just threw it out there in order to get a mark, and it's a legal mark. So he's officially in the competition. Samuel Russell of Columbus Isles will be the next thrower. Athlete wearing number 2048.
And the amazing thing is, Carter, you have some 17-year-olds and then you have a 52-year-old. So it's a big gap in there age-wise.
Yeah, this one's 19. Samuel here is listing as 19. So he gets out of throw. From Grand Bahama, Dario Baptiste. It's another very tall, lanky athlete. Let's see what he's got.
He's a very good. He's a very good discus thrower.
Yeah,
because of those long levers.
Yeah, we saw him in the discus. Let's see what he can do here. He can train at multi-event. We have also a medal ceremony going on as well. So all these things are happening continuously here for you. So Zane Lightbourne, the Parliamentary Secretary and the Ministry of Education.
Congratulations to our competitors in the under-17 girls 400-meter run.
So there is the picture there of the athletes receiving their medals. Quite happy to get that and get that out of the way. Lucky for them, they came just to get the uniform. So once they get the uniform,
free uniform.
Yeah, that works out well. And they go from there. So they get
Did you could next Bahama Games you could compete for New Providence?
No sir. No sir.
Listen,
my days for throwing is over.
I'm waiting here to see what we have here. I believe this is Petty.
Yes.
Okay, that's throwing now. Okay, so Petty is in the competition from Columbus Isle. Then we should go to Augustine from New Providence should be next. And then we're waiting to see Dale Bain.
Yeah, that's my horse in the race. That's my horse in the race.
Hey, we want to see Dale Bain. Okay. There's Augustine, as he will now go to the circle from New Providence.
Oh, come on.
And they're breaking away for another presentation.
Look like we're going to miss Mr. Dale Bain's throw.
Absolutely. hurdles.
Congratulations again to the under 17 boys 100 meters.
Well, that's a young boy throwing Andres. So Dale Bean didn't make it.
He didn't make it.
Yeah. Probably was aching. I think he tried to throw the discus yesterday.
Yeah, and everything on him going wrong.
Yeah.
There you go.
Foul.
That's the
Stepped over.
Stepped over, and yeah, that's a foul right there.
That's Tyreek Taylor from
Tyreek
Andres.
Taylor, right.
Yeah.
Big kid. And here comes Jeremy Wright.
So if Mr. Dale Bean was out there and he's listening, I was looking forward to watching him throw.
I think he heard you. That's probably why. That's probably why he didn't show up, because we were looking at the competitors here in the open man shot, and Dale was our horse in the race. He's 52 years young, and he was going to try and compete against these guys at 17, 18, 19, 22, 27, and 24. Should have been kind of fun.
Yeah, he
go from there.
He would have been my new hero today.
There you go,
Yeah.
Jeremy Wright.
This is Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper, sorry.
Yeah.
That's in it. Yeah, Bradley's in. I really saw Jeremy earlier.
Not bad.
There you go.
Yeah, technically like his father.
Yeah.
And then it's amazing to see a few of them use the rotational technique, which is good. And I think that's one of the techniques that we need to adapt more here. It's proven to work.
It is. We've seen it in the collegiate ranks, and also seen it on the world stage. And getting our kids to understand it will be another stuff. Let's go now to another medal ceremony.
Collecting the silver medal, representing the Buccaneers of New Providence, Cheyenne Demerit.
So the medal ceremony is taking place, and these are events that were held yesterday. And so to get the athletes to come back out here to get medals, I don't want to get my feet wet with that one. I can leave that right where it is, because Rupert Gardner has to sit in on them meetings. And all I can hear is Ricardo said.
No. See, you have the right man here. You should be throwing those out there.
Because that's absolute foolishness.
This is Nathaniel McCarty.
Medal ceremonies that should have occurred last night before they left the stadium, whilst the athletes were here, so they could have taken their athletes and the medals. Then you don't have to worry
medal
about it. And you want a kid to come back
for the under 17 boys.
After nothing this
4
morning,
by 100
come
meter
out
relay.
to get a medal. And you're talking about young people.
And some of them didn't even come out, because you see, you have the first
presenting
place,
the medal, the Honorable Zane Lightbourne, Minister of State
and the question
for
is,
the Ministry
were they
of
notified
Education, and
through
the
their coaches and
member of Parliament
let them know.
for
And then
Yamacraw.
some of these athletes have other things that they're involved in, and so
Collecting
they want to
the
see the
bronze,
games. And probably
the
right now half of them in the
adventurers
gym watching basketball.
from
Ilufra. They have some good games coming on this evening. The New Providence playing Grand Bahamas.
Okay, this is a 4x1 relays here. And they were held yesterday, under 17. And see the Grand Bahama athletes not properly uniformed as the other athletes.
Your silver medalist.
They're the ugliest slippers in the
The
world.
Lions from Grand Bahama.
The only team is the Lutra.
Who's properly uniformed.
Yeah, it's properly uniformed. I can't see New Providence not having the full uniform on.
All righty.
But you represent New Providence, right?
You're responsible for that. So you are supposed to make sure you have that there. And so seeing how that goes. So that's going to be another situation there.
But, that was told to them. Medal presentation have your full uniform on. So that's no excuse.
You're a champion of the 6 Bahamas Games under 17
boys.
So 4 by 100 meter relay. The Buccaneers of New Providence.
Somewhere in the shorts, somewhere in the Bahamas pants. They short one person.
Oh, man. This is incredible. So
this should be a no-no.
Congratulations to our
You shouldn't even step up there for medal.
in the under 17 boys 4x100 meter relay.
That's how it's done.
Getting ready
nicely
for the first event
That's it,
on
fully,
the track.
and they're to be congratulated to
400 meter
come
hurdles.
fully
We have
dressed
two
to
competitors,
receive their
both
medals.
representing Columbus Isles. Running out of lane
Means a
number
lot to
2,
them, and so
Nevaeh
now
Mackey.
the task
Running
of
out of
trying
lane
to
number
fit these
4,
athletes
Tia
onto the
Thompson.
podium for a shot with Zane Lightbourne,
Check.
the PALSEC in the Ministry of Education.
On your mark.
There you go. Get the picture and then go from there. So
400 meter hurdles is about to start.
well, this is a good one for us. The 400 meter hurdles is on the track. And so we're now going to, they're going to do, and this is heat.
Just two. What is this?
Heat 1.
This not a. Oh, okay, heat.
It can't be. He's one.
But then
they don't have.
What in the world are they
combine the
doing?
heats.
But you have the two of the same islands running.
That's what I'm saying now.
What in the world is going on? Columbus Isle
versus Columbus Isle.
Nevaeh Mackey and Tia Thompson. Those are the two athletes. So where is Andros Jamea Roll? And also New Providence athlete that should be in this heat. Mr. Meat Director, you can tell me what happened out here? Mr. Meat Director isn't telling me what's going on. I'm trying to figure out this one. I've got two athletes that's competing here for Columbus Isle, and these are timed finals.
So 3 didn't show up.
And this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one, and
oh, come on, get up, young lady, get up.
okay, so she is going to fall and go from there.
That's fatigue.
Okay. So we're now to the hurdles. We're going to now make some adjustments here to our set. Say to my good friend, the answers will be coming to you, Brother Cartwright. Brother Maycock. So hopefully we will see how that all works out and see what the deal is there.
Yep.
But we're still here with the field events. We're still trying to figure out who leading the shot. And here we have an athlete here in the 400 meter hurdles. And
okay, young lady, that's the way to do it. No, going. Oh, well, nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So she's going to cross the line. Okay, and she would now get our medical attention. That's a gutsy move there.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Now she needs to stay down.
Yeah, she needs to stretch. And there you go. They will get some assistance to her right away. So the first heat of the 400 meter hurdles, a far cry from what we would have anticipated. Two athletes showed up for Columbus Isle. Ms. Thompson and Ms. Mackey.
So obviously their coaches are working.
At least,
yes.
Because here it is. The other athletes, which is the total, should have been 3, was not there. And so let's go to Jay Philippe so she can tell us how it felt running out there with only her teammate.
Hey, but she won first place. Nevaeh Mackey, the under-17 girls, Bahamas game champions in the 400-meter hurdles. Nevaeh, walk me through that race. It was just 2 of you guys, but you managed to save the best for the last.
I was just trying to make sure I finished my race and make sure to clear all the hurdles.
And clearing all the hurdles, especially the last 2 hurdles, seemed like it was somewhat of a challenge. How was you able to mentally overcome that challenge?
I just remember to keep pushing and finish the race no matter what.
Your teammate got injured on the last hurdle. What's going to be some words of encouragement for her?
I'm just going to make sure that she is okay and make sure that she does fine. and give her a big hug after I finish. She's well.
There you go. Sounds like a good teammate. Nevaeh Markey, the under-17 girls 400-meter hurdle champion. Back to you guys.
And again, she hooked the hurdles and going from there. So that's Nevaeh Markey. We're also joined by MZ Burnside, who is also a specialist in the hurdles. And I don't know about him, but I can tell you from what I've just seen, where's the athletes for the 400-meter hurdles? And now we only have 3 in the second heat. These are time finals. You have from Grand Bahama, Kaylee Pratt, who's supposed to be in lane 2. In lane 3, it's supposed to be Andres Angel Pratt. And then in lane 4 will be Raven Young. And look like out there in lane 7 is going to be Dejae Miss Dore. And so those are the athletes. So somebody need to tell me, Mr. Burnside, how are you today?
I'm good. How you all doing today?
Pretty good. Did you go to the call room and find out why the athletes didn't show up?
I mean, to be honest with you, hurdle it's a scary event, you know. You gotta check the sanity level of the whole Bahamas before you come in. Yeah. So it was like that, but it looks like it's getting better.
Well, now of what, 5 athletes?
Yeah. So we have. So what should have done? What the meet director should have done is that if you only had 2 athletes show, why not just run 1 race? Combine it, run 1. But now here we go. We have Pratt in lane 2. And then also you have in lane 3 as Angel from Andros, Raven Young is there from Columbus Isles, and way on the outside is from the Columbus Isles. And from Andros also is Kanice Major. There it is.
This should be the Lord.
Okay,
good form.
Good form there. Running through the hurdle. Great. Run.
One leg.
Is Major from representing Andros, and also on the inside. Running exceptionally well also is Angel Pratt. And then also right there is also Kaylee Pratt. So here we go. Andros coming around 1 and 2. There you go. So the inside looking pretty good right there.
See their form right now.
Okay, stutter step. Running through the hurdles.
Running strong. These last hurdles, it helps a little bit to lean a little bit. If you jump straight up and land straight down, that kills your momentum quite a bit.
And we can see it here. There's the young lady running, and Miss Pratt, she won. And so it's a Andros, Grand Bahama, and Andros finish, 1, 2, and 3.
Andros is making up a lot of ground on those medals.
Yep, 104 is the time there. Mr. Burnside, you got to tell me about running these hurdles now. The 400 meters is one thing.
Right.
Put 10 barricades in front of you. What goes through your mind?
Survival. I think once you get over the fact that you will fall, you will hurt yourself a little bit, but you won't die, you know. I think the first race was what most athletes are afraid of. Mm-hmm. When the monkey jumps on your back and you can't do anything else and your body shuts down, everybody's afraid of that. But once you realize you won't die, and the next time you come back you could run stronger or faster or better, it helps a lot with the fear.
Boy, let me tell you, it's one thing to run the 400 meters and to have the hurdles in the middle there. That's another story altogether. But for you, you run these for years and at all the different levels of it in itself. And today, when you look at where hurdling has gone, it's come to a sprint more so than anything else. What you think about that?
I think it was always like that, but I think now people have the technology to view and sharpen things a little bit more intense than we had. So now, it was always a race, but now they know how to run it better. They know all the science behind the steps and how to get out and let it go, you know. So I think it was always a sprint. They just sprinting it better now.
Years ago, Moses said point blank, 10 strides in between each hurdle. That's if you're 6'4". Okay, if you're 5'7", how many you got to put in the middle?
A lot more. A lot more. Height definitely helps. You know, if you could take 10 steps to the hurdle as opposed to 17, mm-hmm. you could imagine how much of a benefit that'll be. But don't underestimate the short strides. If you could hold that, it's every man for themselves, you know.
For you, when you look at the hurdle event today and see the kind of athletes that we have running the hurdles, which run fours and also run the open fours and the hurdles, the transition to take somebody from the four and then put the hurdles on them, how difficult is that?
I think usually people who run the 110s and the 400 end up in the four hurdles. It's very rare you get someone who runs the four who also does the four, the four hurdles. But I think the most transition, the pipeline between events is the 800 to the 400 hurdles, because you have leg speed, you have a little bit of rhythm, and then you have that endurance to make it happen. Okay, yeah. So I think it's more the 800. I think it's the better transition than the 400.
Well, that's what we were saying. We're saying now a number of 800 runners come down,
right,
which is a lot easier in there, and so that makes a difference. And we need to see hurdlers, man. How do you get them?
You get them by letting people try it. I think a lot of people are so scared to even try the hurdles that it keeps the numbers so low. And then I think it should be more encouraged to just get out there and, try your best. Hurdles is a scary event. It's like the 800. So once you get more people to come out and you can actually see it, then people will be more inclined to actually participate and try.
I tell you, you are to be congratulated in terms of what we were able to do. I ran one hurdle race in my life, and that was actually up there at, when I was in college for points.
Right.
We have dual meets.
Right. Okay? You fell in love.
No. I never been. I ain't went back. Hey, Ronnie said I ain't going back.
What stopped you from trying it again?
400 is a fine for training.
Right.
In terms of whatever. Running the 400 wide open and then having to deal with hurdles and running the hurdles and a stride to get across the hurdles and maintaining it, getting to the hurdle, right foot. Then I turn around and get to number 3. Left foot. Yeah. And so trouble.
So it's an endurance thing.
It's definitely endurance. You can't avoid that, but it's definitely not just endurance. It's speed too, because you could get around the track as comfortably as you want, but if you're not doing it fast, then it doesn't matter. It's a balance between hurdles. It's a balance between rhythm, endurance, and speed. So it'll keep your plate full.
Absolutely, and I tell you what, you've been one of the better ones we've seen in a very long time. And we're still waiting now for the 400-meter hurdles, and this is for the under-17 boys. They have not brought them to the track yet, so that's going to be coming our way. We've got we got 2 heats there as well. Again, these are all-time finals, and so we'll see whether they will combine them, because the first heat is showing us that they've got 8 athletes, and then the second heat, there's supposed to be actually 4 athletes, and so and then it's a matter of who shows. And we haven't seen the adjustments made to the hurdles as yet, and so we'll have to wait and see. Plus, we are still waiting to get the results over there from the open shot put.
That's done.
And it's done 3 throws, and we're waiting to get some results there. Plus, we're waiting for the results in just a moment from the field events that we would have heard earlier. We had the girls javelin under 17. We've also had the men's open triple jump. A few jumpers there as well, and also the under 17 boys shot put. So we're still waiting on 1 or 2 results to get to. So as soon as we can get those that information to you, we'll be able to update you on what happened. And plus, also Ken Mullings also had the pole vault, and that too was also earlier today. And so we're waiting for that. So as we wait, best thing in the world you do is take a break, and we'll come back and try to sort this out. It's been an interesting afternoon here. Day 2 of track and field at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. A quick break, folks. When we come back, we'll hopefully get our information for you and update you as to where we are at this point in the track meet.
I give it to you.